देह शिवा बरमोह एहे शुभ कर्म ते कबहू न डरूं ना डरूं हर सौ जब चाहे डरूं निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करूं निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करूं. A very warm afternoon to all brilliant minds from IIT Roorkee sitting here. I am extremely delighted to be here as a speaker today. And very rightly said, I am Kirti Chaudhary, the founder of Vogue Star, which is a fashion and trading platform for women across India. But honestly, when I talk of fashion, this was not how I was 15 years back. This was not the same person 15 years back. I have curated, I have woven my own experiences, the choices that I made in the last few years, and the challenges that I faced as a woman in various industries, in different industries, in order to curate a story which is not just mine, but it is every woman's story who aims for the sky. It is every woman's story who flourishes, who wants to make a mark in whichever industry that she wants to get into. So yes, this is Kirti Chaudhary once again. Thank you so much for being here. Talking about how I started. I started as a counselor. I'm an engineer myself in electronics and communication and an MBA in HR and marketing. But I started as a counselor and I was counseling people into understanding as to what career path they should be taking when I wasn't sure as to what I should be doing. Gradually, in a year's time, I became an HR manager, a human resource manager. I was managing human resources, but that wasn't making me happy. I wasn't excited to go to my office every day. And again, I was confused. My thoughts were confused. I wasn't sure if what I was doing was really something that I wanted to do always. And that's when I got married. And after I got married, I got an opportunity to represent my constituency in politics. I had absolutely no idea what politics was. Like any other youngster, I would just brush it off by saying, politics mein mujhe koi interest nahi hai. Politics is not a very positive thing to be a part of. But when I got this opportunity, I thought about it and I realized कि अभी जो मैं कर रही हूँ, it's better. That I ventured into something else. It might have something better for me. So I contested the Legislative Assembly elections. And the perspective that this shift gave to me, that is something that stays with me even today. फाजिल्का पंजाब से मैंने इलेक्शन कंटेस्ट किया, बट वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं था. ज़रूरी ये था that I started campaigning. For the first 3 months, because I do not belong to Punjab. I am from Sri Ganganagar in Rajasthan. So clearly, I was not very fluent in Punjabi. I did not know how to read. I did not know how to write. I did not know how to speak. So the first 3 months were the most challenging for me. Because जब इंडिया पाकिस्तान बॉर्डर पे आप जाके कन्विंस कर रहे हो कि मैं इलेक्शन कंटेस्ट कर रही हूँ और अगर आपको पंजाबी नहीं आती है, imagine the kind of remarks that you would be getting from the people who are there on the other side. So every day for 3 months, I could hear, especially women saying that "आ कुड़ी की कर लूँगी, उन्हें तो पंजाबी बोलनी नहीं आती चंगी तरह, आके मैं इलेक्शन लड़ लूँगी." So it would hit me right here that okay, now I have gotten into it, I have to do it. That curiosity was there. I always say that passion is always overrated and curiosity is underrated. Whereas curiosity is something that takes you a very long way. Passion dies down very easily, but curiosity would never die. Every day you're going to be curious that okay, what is this? How does this happen? How is this done? So when I started campaigning for these 100 villages, I realized that there's so much that I need to understand. There's so much that I need to learn. Because I was going back to my roots. Belonging from a very small village, I had absolutely zero idea that what are the lives, especially of the women who are staying in these areas. And that's when I started connecting with women. That's when I started understanding that, okay, these are the issues that India is facing. Because India is not just the modern India. Rural India comprises the major part of our country. And again, most of us do not even know how the people who are staying there are surviving. But I had this inclination, especially towards women, that how come they are sacrificing so much? Because me being a girl, that soft corner was always there. You know, I would wake up at 4, I would reach the farms, and I could actually see women first doing their household chores and then moving to the farms, helping their husbands with the same. But again, no credit goes to them. I'm sure यहाँ पे बहुत लोग गोलगप्पे पुचके खाते होंगे. जब शाम को हम गोलगप्पे खाने जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे एक गोलगप्पे वाले भैया होते हैं जो हमें गोलगप्पे खिलाते हैं. लेकिन क्या हमने कभी सोचा कि वो गोलगप्पे बनके कहाँ से आते हैं? His wife prepares those golgappas, the masala, the pani and everything, but that labor does not even count. What he does counts, that he is working for the family. But what the woman is doing does not even count economically. Now coming back to the political campaign, it made a huge shift of perspective for me. But I knew for sure in these 2 years that this is not something that's making me more capable in helping women. I wanted to help women. I wanted to help women in understanding what their true potential is. And the conditioning that we've been given so far, that's not the reality. And that's how I came back to Jaipur and I became a part of an organization which was into pageants. I'm sure pageants कोई नहीं बोलता है, सब beauty pageants बोलते हैं. Yes? So there has been this stereotype always associated with beauty pageants that you have to be a certain height, you have to be a certain color, you have to be a certain type for that matter. Yes? अगर आप लोगों में से किसी ने भी कभी सोचा हो for that matter that I want to participate in a beauty pageant, I'm sure there must have been remarks like, oh no, you're not apt for a pageant. तुम नहीं कर सकती हो, you're not so confident, you're not so beautiful, you're not so pretty. Your, maybe skin tone is not that apt. And not just with respect to beauty pageants, with respect to any field that you take, be it driving, be it handling a business, we hear these remarks on a daily basis. Which of course we cannot help, but what we can do is, we can be confident in our own selves. We can create a beautiful, strong community which understands that, okay, the parity that has been created was not even realistic. I'm sure, all of you coming from technical backgrounds, you must have an idea that what gender parity is and where India is ranking right now in gender parity index. Because again, we are assuming, because I was talking to a few students and I understood that 20% of the students in your classes and most of the classes are females. When I was doing my engineering, it was close to 10 to 12%. So we are improving for sure, but the pace is very, very low. Now, how do we go about improving that pace? What do we do about it? Because, as men, when you listen to it, for most of you, it does not even make sense. But the support has to come from both the sides. When I say I came back, I became a part of a training platform and I realized that women are eager to learn. There is no dearth of creativity, there's no dearth of talent in India for sure, but there is a dearth of exposure. We as women, we are not ready for that exposure. And honestly, when I say that I started as a counselor, then I hopped on to being an HR manager, and then of course, I became a corporate sales manager in an automobile company, and then I hopped on to politics. So the exposure that I received, and I said a yes to it. So we have to say yes to opportunities, because opportunities will keep coming your way every now and then. But then what do we feel? We always feel underprepared for these opportunities. We do? कभी भी आपके पास कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है, आपको यही लगता है नहीं 1 महीना और मिल जाए, 1 साल और मिल जाए, 2 साल और मिल जाए. But honestly, we can never be prepared. We can never be completely prepared. So whatever feels right, I'm not saying that you have to give a try at every field that does not even feel right, but whatever feels right, you must venture into it in order to understand, in order to modify the horizons that you're already a part of. And trust me, it is not that easy. These are the challenges that I'm talking about when I say that I decided to create an all-female platform wherein we would train women from across the country, even from the very weak and very humble backgrounds. It was not easy. But the whole idea was that even if 10 women are benefited from it, even if 10 women are getting confident, even if you're able to make them understand that beauty pageants are not just about the outer beauty, which has been portrayed till now for the last few years. Yes, and of course we say that inclusivity is a thing, we are making every woman feel included, but honestly, if I would have been a little fat, if my complexion would have been a little dark, no one would make me feel included. I would have gotten those remarks every now and then that please lose some weight, right? Please, use something on your face so that your complexion is fine. So these are the nuances that have to be taken care of, and apart from these remarks, we have to make sure that how these platforms which are there, we give them some motivation, because I can see that I'm sure a lot of you, you might become entrepreneurs, you might become founders in the coming future. My only request to all of you would be that whatever that you're doing, let's try and let's create a better world for these women. Because when I come back to gender parity, even the smallest of difference that your organization is going to make in the future, trust me, हमारी rank better हो जाएगी, जो कि हम अभी 129 पे हैं. We're almost towards the end gender parity में. If you look at the social scenario, the economic or the political scenario, we do not have more than 20% women in any of the verticals, in any of the fields. Why is that so? Again, that does not mean that we need reservation for the same. But we need women to understand their own worth. We need women to come out of their shells, and we need them to come out of their comfort zones in order to get the right kind of exposure which they haven't received till now. And trust me, it is not an easy task, because I have been doing it, a lot of other people in our country have been doing it, but unless every woman and every man understands that this is much required in order to increase the GDP, in order to increase the economy of the country, this has to be a very substantial part. And when I say that, it's very, very gradual, and it starts from scratch. Again, I had started from scratch, and it's been 15 years that finally I found my calling, that this is what I wish to do. Because today a lot of you might be confused that, okay, I am in IIT Roorkee and still I feel that, okay, I do not want to get into the technical side. I do not want to get into a CS company. I do not want to continue with electronics and communication, that might be there. But gradually, all of us will figure it out only when you keep that curiosity intact. If you just start keeping up with howsoever it is, it will never improve. So yes, let's be curious, let's be more exploring, let's take the opportunities as they are coming towards us. At the end, I would just like to end it with a very famous poem that all of you must have heard by Robert Frost. Could I have it from somewhere? The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. This is for everyone who's present here. Thank you so much.